Thank you everyone for sharing your testimonies. Gloria, you were so excited. It sounded like you were a camper. I know I don't have too much time, so I'm just gonna keep it nice and short. I'm glad that everyone had a good amount of time to share what they felt, what they learned, and honestly this year was, for me, my best year. Even though I've only been there like 3 times in my life, this has been the best year by far, because I'm gonna touch on the subject really quickly. Our theme this year was hero. Obviously our hero is Jesus, but what I stress with my guys is how we can be heroes in everyday life. Because the reality is, most of the time when we are out in the world, we're not going to get a chance to go out and save someone from a bus that's about to hit them, or we're not going to be able to bring someone out of credit card debt in an instant. We're not going to get these chances to be like these super like, whoa, you're going to be on the news kind of hero. Most of the time we're not. And for all of you here who've worked really hard, you know that a lot of the time, every day is kind of ordinary. You just do your daily grind. You go to work, you work hard, you come home, you eat dinner, you go to sleep, and repeat. That's kind of how life is for the most part. There are those little like special days, like you go to birthday parties, you go to weddings, you go to just random things. Those are special, yeah, but for the most part, after a point in time, your life is pretty ordinary. And so I was stressing for hero because we know that there's Superman, there's like Batman, there's like the Green Lantern, there's Iron Man, there's all these guys, and they have superpowers, right? And so something that Mark Stapleton stressed was, but also there are villains like Magneto or Dr. Doom or the Green Goblin, if you know him. They have superpowers too. So what would make the big difference between these two guys? And it came down to character. Your character, how you act when it comes down to it. And for the guys, try to keep this quick because there's so many things I could talk about. We had this acronym for the guys in our purity session, which was about just being pure in mind in your actions and what you watch and what you do and just everything. And our acronym was SHIELD. Clever. And SHIELD stood for sacrifice, humility, integrity. Wait, was it integrity? I forget. It's been a week, sorry. So, sacrifice, humility, I forget the I. E was endurance, L was love, and D was discipline. Oh, I was identity. And so we went over each one of these in stations and we covered each one. And the one that I was stressing with my guys was humility. Because for at least guys in our culture, it's just like, it's really attractive to be this strong guy who's always there to save the day, the one who's always there like, oh, you can count on me, you know I'm here, you know my name. But we are trying to be humble. We are trying to lift up Jesus, not ourselves. And so in ordinary days, to be a hero, what does it look like? And so the thing I stressed was being there for people. Being there on like a day after work when they are just tired and they just don't want to hear it from anyone, and so you just fill them up with love. Or when someone has someone who died in their family, and not just the day they died, the 364 days when they are mourning, being there during just the everyday, or just being there during work when people are just getting yelled at by their boss, just being there during the everyday, during the normal moments. Because the difference between extraordinary and ordinary is that little extra. And so that's what I was stressing, is to be a hero, is to go out into your ordinary lives and to be humble and to try to lift people up and have people's gaze not get directed to you, but to Jesus, our real hero. So there's a lot more I could say. If you want to hear more, you can always come to me after church and talk to me. But that was just a very quick snippet because I know we're low on time. So thank you everyone for your prayers, because there have been a lot of times where I was like, that did not happen just by chance. And there's just a lot of things where I saw God working directly, and I was like, those prayers were really coming in that week. So thank you all, and this is an amazing week.